This is Pablo, CTO of Figures, and welcome to this tutorial about how to run a local LLM on your computer. The first thing, I would recommend you to use LM Studio. From all the options that we talk on the article, I think this is suits the best for most cases. It's free, and you have to go just to lmstudio.ai and download it. It's really simple. It's really light. And once you have it, you just have to go to the tool, and you will see a chat, a section for development, and you may want to go to the models. Here you have a model search where you can see all the models available one click distance. What I'm going to do is just resume this download that I have, which is for DeepSeek R1. I want to remind you that this model will live on your computer. There is no information being exchanged with any other third party. So all your information is safe in your computer, no matter what the model that you use. It all depends on the resources that this model needs to run. And that's the only limit that I'm seeing. So right now, this model, DeepSeek R1, is quite light in terms of what to expect from a LLM model. It's quite fast to run. Let me just show you that. So I have it here. I have my model. It's being processed. Now I have just to wait for the model to be installed. And here we go. We have to load the model and we can start working with the system. So let's go to the chat and let's just start with a simple prompt. Hi there. How are you? And just notice the time it takes to get an answer. So it's just a few seconds. Actually, it's 0.06 to get the first token. So let's just check what we're seeing. We have my question, we have the assistant, and the detail of the model I'm using. Below, I have the tokens that I'm exchanging. I put a token limit in order to not sharing too much with the model and making it run slow, but you can move that limit depending on what you need. So let's try something else. I'm using models to get technical questions regarding development. So let's just ask for something simple. Create a Python server that returns the weather of Miami. Okay, so just go with that. So let's see. One thing that is, I think it's important to mention is that DeepSeek models expose a way of thinking, which is the model talking with itself, trying to get the right answer for your question or your prompt. So this is really cool to see what is going on inside. It's like adding more information to the question that you just asked. Let's go here. Below, you can see there is the actual answer. So I have instructions about how to build. I have data, and also I have part by part, section by section, the APIs that I need. I can just ask the model, okay, show me all the code on a single script. So I want to put everything together. You can see here the limit of my tokens. Again, it's going up and up. But the time it takes is really fast. In this case, I have just a commercial GPU, which is an RTX GPU 3080. It's not the latest. It's not bad, but it's not the latest. But you can see that results are being really good in terms of the time it takes and the load I'm seeing on my computer. And if you want to see how much resources you are using, just go to models. So on the hardware section, you can see the capabilities of your computer. You can see listed your GPU or GPUs in case that you have multiple. You have the memory and the resource monitor when you're running how much of the resources is being used in this particular application. And you have the guardrails to control how the model will be using your resources, how much you want to share with other tasks that you're doing on the computer. On the runtime section, you have all the, let's just call that drivers that are connecting with your resources. In this case, I'm using CUDA for Windows. That's being installed. But I can also use the CPU to run the tool, and I have an embedded AMD card that's using Vulkan. That's why it's listed here. I want to show you something else, which is the developer section. On the developer section, you can create a simple endpoint using this tool to be accessible for your local network. That way, you can create your own chatbot for your company or your friends if you want, using the resources on your computer and just exposing four endpoints, which are get models, the completions of the chat, and embeddings if you want to send embeddings. How this works, you just put it run and you just send requests to the IP of your computer. In this case, it's exposing localhost, but I guess you can just expose this computer IP to the network and make it accessible for anybody. This is great if you want to deploy this on your company. You just put a machine only during this, maybe one or two GPUs, and you just deploy a full secure model accessible without sharing any information with the outside or third parties. So it's really good. Again, I think this tool is great. It's really something that you need to check. It's not difficult to use. As you can see, I'm just using a few clicks and I'm already up and running. There's no need for coding in order to use this. So the barrier is really low if you want to test it. The only thing that you need is a decent GPU to run it on time. You can try with CPU. It will take probably more seconds to run, but that's how you, if that's the case, if that's what you need, that you have an access, you can use that. It's just going to take more patience from your side in order to get an answer. And everything else, I don't know. I have to say, I have been testing this for 1 or 2 days. So far, it's running really, really good. Of course, if I put more resources, it renders my computer useless for anything else. But I don't know. I really like it as an option to any other commercial options out there. So I have to say, just test it and let me know in the comments if you have any options or you find any other cool feature on this tool that you want to test. Thank you.